Hello everyone, this is comrade-Sirius and welcome to episode 11. What you're watching is Visojani Station and it's beyond borders, because as you can see there's this nice little queue that we have, and there are some big changes coming up, and lots of happened while recording episode 11. It's spring 1932, as you can see it. And there are some things that are going to get built. We can ignore this for a while. There are some major industries. Basically what's happening is that we are having a stable city. People are growing once every few times. If we take a look at houses, we might even get some people without their own flats for now, or not. Well, it seems we are exactly where we need to be. This is it. This is what I'm looking for. We have 3 flats, in the building behind, so people are okay. We have 19 more spots, but these guys are okay. Average lifespan 76, not an issue. The only difference is this building, which is used to housing educated people. We have 15% of them, which is not bad. It's 56 and it's gradually going up. If you want to know, that's a tip for you, if you want to know if you are secure or not, generally 10% is quite low. 15% is too low in normal playthrough, because once you have police station, courts, some industries that need high educated workers, universities, research running fully and so on, you definitely need at least 20%. Safe spot is 25. If you're getting close to 30%, it's probably too much of them. Above 30% of population is generally quite a waste. You do not need to cap it, but they just consume electronics, which is the neat part. They don't in early start. We have 75% of workers. As you can see, some of them are 75% happiness. Some of them are, unable to buy electronics. That's the -3% up there, but it's only 13% of them, which is not a bad thing, as I'm not supplying any electronics in any of our shops. Well, this is centrally only one shop. We would need this one as well. It's coming. It will be ready in the future, but hey, it will happen only after a while. But a small tip: if you take a look at the stats, you see university educated workers is 56. If you take a look at statistics, you can see we have 63 educated workers, 63 educated people. The difference is 63 minus 56 is 7 difference, and those 7 are not, they are not old enough to count as workforce. So we have 7 students living with parents that are not yet 21 years old, so they cannot work. Once they will be able to move somewhere, they probably will be able to move in this house, which we built specifically for them. And if you don't like the color, you can, link in the description, you can change it to any color you want, and even, make some colors matching. We have quite a lot of variants. Some of them are really cool. I will go for the red one because of red star, but we do not have a red star. It will be fine to match the... Yep. This one is good. This is good looking party HQ. So probably, to match this thing. It shouldn't be that big of an issue. Yep. But black roof would be better. So let's go this through. Yeah, this is it. So now they are assigned visually together. If you need those skins, description of the video should probably guide you there. I will check it. If not, please ask question. I will post you. Honey Badger for some reason do not want those skins, but well, he wants to play fully vanilla. I respect that, but I mean, they are great. And though installation, it just adds the spray icon because you have different versions. Now we made some calculations. I haven't seen them with Honey Badger. They did it only for one commodity. Being one commodity specific is not a great stuff to be in. So we are going to be manufacturing 4 commodities. 3 of them we will sell. One of them, just for remind you, is this thing. We are going to get to make logs, then wood, and to transport wood from here. The vehicles will probably be able to come through this area, not through the city, which I will ban them to do so. Don't worry. Then we will have some money makers. I take a look at it, and we can take a look at it together again. I was considering 3 stuff that we can make. Basically, well, there are 4 things that you can make. One of them is meat. You need only water and crops. It has basically no pollution at all. Even the vanilla one, which is, bigger, but that's basically 0 pollution per year. You don't need to care about anything. The downside is waste production and the constant need of supply of water and sewage output, because cattle needs to drink, so it consumes a lot of water, and truck-based is not great. And you also need to be able to, take out sewage, because cattle also defecate a lot, to not use expressionism. So this is a good thing, and I will probably build it up here somewhere, because there are big plains about in direction of Vršovice and Žižkov and so on. So it's definitely an option, but I will need to have a sewage line. And yeah, this is a Štuchov. I don't like the name. I will change it sooner or later. But now it's, it will be something like a Docklands, or I don't know. We'll see. Then there's another thing. The other thing is that we can make clothes, which is the usually go-to, and that's what Honey Badger did as well. You need textile plant, and a fabric factory, and the textile mill. I don't know. Yeah, clothing. That's where you make clothing, basically. That's what you need. There is an issue. To make the most of the money, you need to be able to supply it with water. Again, take out sewage and even hazardous sewage somewhere, which we are quite away from the river. It won't help us. I'm not digging a crater here. I have other plants, as you can see. We can also go for clothing, for simple clothing factory to just import fabric, export clothing. We can do that as well, but it would be fine to count it. And then there are, the simple crops, which is food and alcohol. And I will show you how much it's each of it worth. So let's start with clothing. I won't do fabric because we cannot do it. I can do only clothing. It's very simple. You import fabric and you go with clothes. Yes, you will see this in Czech, but I will name it in English, and you know the symbols, so I don't think it should be a big problem. Basically, fabric for clothing is 2 to 1. So for every 2 tons imported, you get 1 export. If we take a look at prices, which are in economic stuff, in the fourth, you can see it. The Látky is fabric, so import is 170, times 2 is 340 rubles per every ton of clothing. It's 340, and clothing is worth 563. Let's say 570. 570 minus 340 is 220 rubles per ton. Not bad. We actually can make, in theory, a little over a ton per, per any day workday. So that's a decent profit. Let's say 200 per workday for 80 workers, which is fine. And it will also save us some money, because any clothing we need and our people will use, we will not need to pay for it. So any clothing supplied for our republic is not worth 560, but 620. In today's prices, obviously they will change throughout the time, but you get the hint. And if we are talking about profits, it's about 50% profit, because 560 and we are above 200, so slightly below 50%. While we're at this tab, there's nothing we can do. Sorry. Then we go for meat. If we would go for meat, it would be, well, it's impossible for us to do right now, so just screw it. The only thing that's good is we have a smaller slaughterhouse, so it would finally, be probably worth it. But that's a different topic. Now, if we are talking food, food is 2.5 crops per 1 ton of food and plus water. So rounding up is a good thing. Again, looking at prices, price tags, crops are plugged in Czech. If you buy them, it's 8. Let's round up to 10, because we need water. And quite some of the water consumes chemicals, blah, 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 you know the drill. So we need about 25 rubles worth of crops to produce 1 ton of food. Food is potravy, food is jídlo in Czech. So it's 25. We can sell for 48, which is almost the double. So we are similar as crops, and because people are using quite a lot of food, we are saving more. So it's more leaning towards the double. Basically, it's not. Yeah, this one is double. It's not a 50% up, because we buy for 25 and we sell for 50. So it's double. It's not 50%. It's 100. It's 100% on average. These two numbers will go together, which is fine. Moreover, if we can make 15 tons of food per day, 15 times 25 is even more than clothing. It is a big problem. It's 15 tons per day is currently more. We're in, as you can see, we're in March of 1932, and we currently do not have any vehicle from covered hulls that would be able to, just transfer it all. Yeah, I have a lot of mods from earlier collections, but I'm not using them. So basically, I would need 6 of these trucks a day. Not doable, because obvious reasons. We have a low throughput. We will need to build. We will need to build the rail construction office ASAP. That's one of the reasons I'm building boards production, and on the other side, I want to build our own gravel production as fast as I can, because it wouldn't be great to just be out of it. We can even start building it. I'm not sure it's worth graveling this road up as well. What we need to gravel up is the bit to this road. It won't be easy, because we are gradually making our way through, and we are building now a lot of stuff. And what we are building also, I will show you. Basically, well, I can show you right now. I finally have commissioned, this is a sewage unloading station, and this is a big project of a sewage line going towards the unloading station, the outlet station. It has no no joints on it. Basically, for the pure simplicity, there's no switches. But we are able, if we need to, or at least through the vanilla one, so I suppose this one is the same as well, we should be able to channel some sewage through it directly. So hopefully it's the case. If not, I will need to, you know, improvise a little bit. That's what I need to tell you. But okay, in theory it's 250. It's more than 250. It's half more. So 420 rubles per day if you would be making food. It's only 220 if you're making clothing. And that's the last part, and that's alcohol. Alcohol is 5 to 1, so 5 tons of crops per 1 ton of alcohol. We can make only 6 tons a day. Yes, it needs more workers, which is okay, but workers are cheap to get and you can have as many of them as you want. So that's not an issue. And also some water. Keep that in mind because, yeah, we will need it. So if we take a look at this, it's 5 to 1 economy. Again, you know the drill. As we settled, again, we are using water, so not 7, but 10. And this time it's 5 times, so 50 rubles per 1 ton of alcohol. Alcohol is the same in Czech. And as you can see, it's more than a double in vanilla. It's like 120% is the gain. And yeah, for people consuming your own alcohol, it's even more. It's like 140%. In nominal values, that's even this lower one is about 60 more. Again, rounding up because you're doing it just by the way. So it's 60 times 6, it's 360 rubles per day. Providing you can supply the chain, which is a major if. But that's why we are here. And I can show you some stuff I am working on right now. I decided to have all of these free to, you know, diversify production and have my people actually do some stuff. As one of the best is alcohol, but it has also a downside of quite a bit of pollution. So I have it like 450, 500 meters from nearest buildings. Hopefully that will be enough. What we have is the brewery Richard. Because why Richard? I may told you, I may not, but I decided to name industries after my high tier members, and to name you know, groceries and pubs after my low tier members of the channel. And Richard that's the author of the skin, by the way. Richard is the oldest member. It's been 20 months. So he has the highest score. And he absolutely deserves it. He's a wonderful guy, and we've been on a beer together when he was in Prague. So that's fine. So he absolutely deserves to have his own brewery. That's why we're here. Second one is an absolutely great guy, which I haven't met yet. But it's a Lord Kuhn, or Lord Raccoon, as you can meet him on Steam. He's the one that made script for Hussar Challenge. If you have ever tried it, he's the author of the script, of the helping script, which helps you track your progresses and exports and events and so on. I absolutely admire that he is able to do, and he has his textile mill down here. It can be this textile mill is closer to houses. I'm afraid to build it closer because you know, pollution from this place will accumulate over time, and I don't want to provoke. So that's why we're here. As you can see, it has some plateaus up and down. Brewery has its own storage down here, and it will be connected to rails. But I'm not satisfied enough to just, you know, go over this hump that's here. So basically, once this road will be done, I will close this road and will redo it so we can have tracks under there. I know that's Viking a little bit, but it looks better. Sorry. What we are missing is the last, and that's the food factory. And the food factory has not a too big pollution. It's 7 tons per year when you're running on maximum with 150 workers. That's not too easy to achieve. So that's why I have this main road that will be going here. I also plan to have trams, so that's why the secondary one is here as well. And we can absolutely, add it together. I'm not sure we would need a boulevard like is here. That's just, a little bit of experiment. I have no idea if we need it and if you can ever, make a use of it. But hey, we can try to make it look exceptional, better, call it as you want. But that's what we are here for. So that's why we are here. And the food factory, we call it the bakery right here. It's a bakery Daněk. He's also a long-term member without any other achievements during his career. But there's quite interesting part about it. It fits his placement here because there used to be a major here there used to be a Kolbenka area, and Kolbenka is named after Českomoravská Kolben Daněk, which is something that won't say majority of you anything, but ČKD, CKD, and C with, the little funny mark above it, is the C, was a major train producer in last century. And probably, maybe even before, I have no idea. They have done all sorts of machinery, also wagons and locomotives and all this stuff. And they were at this part, and Českomoravská Kolben Daněk stands for Czechomoravia, which is basically majority of Czech Republic, including a little bit of Silesia. It forms the whole Bohemia or Czech Republic to be more precise. And Kolben and Daněk were those two major investors and owners of the whole company, factory, you name it. So one of those names is in fact the Daněk. So when I have a Daněk in my supporters, and it was his times, it absolutely fits to place factory with his name in this area. And yeah, it won't be a manufacturing of locomotives, it will be a bakery. But hey, we need to play as we do. I'm talking more than usually here. I hope it's fun for you. What we are building right now is that, buildings are growing, and I'm going to finish this house, invite another people $4, let them work, so I do not need to have a personal car that transports workers around, because yeah, there is a worker that goes here and he makes water, and yeah, we have 2 technical service trucks just from here. They are picking up water and delivering it everywhere. I will need to make some pipes under the city to the textile mill and brewery. I'm aware of this. I also will need to make another branch going, towards the bakery, because it will also need a lot of stuff. And then probably I will need to make some, it's called switch pipes, to be able to just, transport it to the unloading station. But that's music for the future. It would probably help to just finish these 2 parts. We're slowly finishing and, trying to finish some of those construction areas, because I'm planning on migrate from here and, pick up boards here rest of it will be ferried in some future with train to these storages. Before, I will just probably use this area that was vacated by, you know, toxic places, so our people no longer die. Their life expectancy is okay-ish. 76 is, or 77 years is okay. Anything above 75 is a netto plus, so we're okay. So that's where we are, and one more, and contour lines for the win again. I actually, you know, prolonged the main rail here. If you want to see it even better, here you go. Those two are naturally meeting. Then there is this bridge you have seen in thumbnail, because it's a road bridge. It's not a highway, but it's a road bridge that we definitely will need to make. This is only a temporary solution, but we are not building a bridge right now, and there is no major train operation right here anyway. So this is something that will gradually be done in the future. Also, they are using this to finish that switch outlet. And here is Horní Libeň, the upper Libeň part. This is future. This is something for the future. I'm planning to use major textile industry at this point, at this area. This is only, you know, temporary or a helping one. We'll decide. I may keep it, but this is something where we will build some of them. Also, it's the big 6-track station. So after this station, rails will split. Maybe here, or maybe they will just go down to the Libeň area. There will be a station for workers, probably a big station. I will try to utilize this layout that we built, but I will need, you know, other stuff to be buildable and to be happening. We can also have some nice riverfront with, you know, maybe some hotels and stuff, and some industry on the other side. More buildings, station for passengers. We'll see, because to remind you, I have it from my Czech recording. To remind you, the goal of this map is to connect west to east and north to south, and to have tourists going to the central part of the Prague, enjoying themselves, having, you know, nice times, galleries, museums, opera, anything you want to give them to bring you revenue and a lot of trash, obviously. But this map is considered done when you have, in fact, these 4 parts connected, and that you are running trains from north to south, at least 2, and 2 trains from east to west. Again, and all of them are picking up tourists and delivering them to the city successfully. So that's the main goal of this map, and that's where this campaign will end. I have no idea what Honey Badger's goal is. It might be the same. He might decide to go for it, even if he didn't yet. We'll see. And that's all for me. That's what we have built. That's what we have decided, and the sun is setting down, so I will set it down as well. So, have a nice day. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend if you're watching this near the weekend, because I think it should be in the weekend. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a subscribe if you have watched it all. It will help the channel grow. I would like to get over 500 subscribers, or even 1,000. Who cares? But, well, that's for me. Have a nice day. Bye bye.